On a recent late afternoon, veterans in San Diego gathered to protest impending cuts to the VA. It's one of several such protests held around the country this month. It's here that I meet Cliff DeWolf, who served 20 years in the Navy. He was wounded in combat and receives disability benefits from the VA.
We need counseling services, we need other services, but they're slashing jobs left and right. That's why I'm here.
He says cuts are already impacting him. Last month, the VA fired almost 1,500 probationary employees.
I've seen people die. I've known people who have committed suicide. I suffered from PTSD, and the counselor that I had, she's no longer available to me.
This month's protests were organized after VA Secretary Doug Collins told veterans in a March 6th video on X to get used to the changes. A U.S. District Court judge issued a preliminary injunction last week requiring the VA to offer fired probationary employees their jobs back. On Monday, the Trump administration asked the Supreme Court to block it. Every Thursday, the Don Diego VFW Hall in Logan Heights opens its doors to the community and serves free breakfast. Post Vice Commander Angel Garcia was cooking when we caught up with him.
Actually do use VA healthcare, tons of concerns about it. Wait times are pretty long now as is, so cutting jobs and laying off people and stuff like that is going to affect us, all of us across the board.
Friday in Oceanside, Democratic Representative Mike Levin held a hearing with veterans and advocates on the cuts. He says Republicans in Congress won't stand up to the administration.
They have effectively ceded control to Elon Musk and to Doge, which I call destruction of government by Elon, because that's what it is.
One of the richest people in the world, Elon Musk, has been empowered by Trump to make the government more efficient. The results so far have been thousands of layoffs, lawsuits, and questionable claims of government savings. The stated goal of the VA is to fire 70,000 to 80,000 people and to bring the department to its 2019 staffing level. This was before the 2022 PACT Act opened VA benefits to millions more veterans, and the agency beefed up staffing to accommodate. Levin sits on the House Appropriations Committee, which helps craft spending legislation. He says no one has yet articulated why these cuts are even needed.
We don't have clear answers because my Republican colleagues will not have hearings like this. They will not have town halls. They will not be accountable and transparent about why they support these moves, because they're afraid, in my view, to cross the president and to cross their biggest donor, Elon Musk, who's been put in charge.
Marine veteran Sarah Check says she relies on the VA, and the move to cut staff left her feeling betrayed.
I know that's not the only way, this way everyone is feeling right now. It's not only me, but a sense of betrayal and a sense of betrayal from our country.
Check co-chairs the Veteran and Veteran Family Committee in California for the Forward Party. That's the centrist political party started a few years ago by former Democratic presidential candidate and billionaire Andrew Yang. She says veterans from both sides of the aisle are unhappy with what's happening at the VA and that it's an example of the failure of the two parties.
I believe that we're starting to see the breakdown of the two-party system actively before our eyes every day, and there's a problem when Americans, by and large, are saying, not just veterans, but Americans in general, that the political system is causing them stress and anxiety every day in their lives. That's a problem.
VA San Diego provided KPBS with a statement from the department in Washington, D.C., saying it's complying with Trump's executive orders on diversity, equity, and inclusion, as well as the court's preliminary injunction on firings. It did not, again, answer questions about impacts locally. We first asked more than 2 weeks ago. Andrew Dyer, KPBS News.